Now we're going to look at intersections of graphs. Now this might not be a very accurately drawn graph for these two equations, but there's three different possibilities that can happen when we're looking for the intersection of a quadratic and a linear graph. Now for most cases what happens is we get something like this, and you can see from the graphic quite clearly that there's going to be two solutions. And if you think about when you've got an equation with squares, you know you're going to take a square root and then there's a plus or minus answer. So normally there's two roots for these questions. Now that doesn't always happen though. Sometimes we get just a single root, and that would happen if we get a line that just touches at one point like this. And the word from vocabulary from geometry for that is called a tangent. Now there is a third possibility as well. If the two lines don't intersect at all, then actually we're going to get no solutions at all. And that would actually happen when we try to do the square root of something that's negative. And that should link in with your idea of the discriminant, which we talked about before. If you do the square root of something that's greater than 0, then you're going to find that there's two answers. If you try to do the square root of 0, then what you're going to find is there's just one answer, mainly 0. And if you do the square root of something that's negative, like this, then there's no solutions to that, because we're going to ignore imaginary solutions for right now. So that's what we're going to look at in relation to that question in a second.